Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. And I hope that everybody is doing well. We've made it past Monday, which is always a good start. Welcome in to Blast and Frauke, then to the Parade of Bots. Then, let's see, we have the Scurrying Begins. Oh, and a Hydrate from Blast. Hail Hydrate. Tuesday. Meh. Hail Hydrate. And yes, hashtag Free Pixie. Hashtag Free Pixie is definitely a thing. Welcome in to Pixie as well. Let's see. Sin Lily, welcome in. Hunter, good to see you as well. Kelbirdie, Chaos Tween, welcome in. Raven, good to see you. Nanian arriving to very Scottish music. It's Crake in the Castle Walls. It's from Final Fantasy something or other. I knew this one. What's it from? It does say it. It's from Expert Novice, Final Fantasy 9 Worlds Apart. I knew it was listed earlier. And it does feel... It's been very much my music for a very long time, since Lyra basically decided it was mine. Welcome in, Nanian. It is lovely to see you. Let's see. Kel Birdie on an 80 stream streak, trying a confetti cannon and legging it, and managing to escape from the Merry White House bot. The confetti cannon winning again. Also, I'm fairly sure by now you should have all noticed there is an incredibly insistent cat just sat next to me. Hey TGM, welcome in. You're very, very, very insistent, aren't you? Raven, a 555 timer being dropped on the Merry White House bot. Clearly they didn't have a good time with that. They have not caught you either. 6 times escape, 5 caught, and what was Frauke's? What was Kel's? 10 escapes for 2 catches. Goodness. Crumbs. Meow, 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 meow. Cat looks at me like, what, dude? What? And the cat. Oh, Automod. Yep. Automod, roll out. Oh no, sorry, that's a different thing altogether. I hope everyone has managed to survive their day okay and is doing well. We have made it to the madness world. Sorry. My brain decided I needed to yawn there. Apparently, I'm keeping myself up. I'm obviously not in. I'm obviously not interesting enough to keep myself awake. Hunter 555, Hunter 555, heard 555 and reacted. That's not your name here. Why did you react? Ah, yes, Hunter 555. Oh ye of the oh ye of the spawn chunks. Why does Pix say 555 as opposed to 555? Who knows? Nanian, my back is trying its best not to allow you to survive today. Oh dear. I hope it I hope it decides to actually let it go. True Purple, welcome in. Kel grabbing a blanket and a pillow. Yep, grabbing a blanket and a pillow sounds like a fantastic idea. Can I take a nap during stream? No, I can't. You're not allowed to take a nap during stream. There is a reason I'm hanging out in Gordonstein Ward. And that is, I wish to have a chat with the banner maker. Or rather, use his equipment. Because when you became a content engineer, you was only Hunter 555, started using 555. Ah, okay. That makes sense then. I did not know of that. Joel says 555 on the occasion he does it. Aha! You see? History. I did not know. Right. I would like to create an M5 banner. Or rather, it's going to take 2, but hey, we'll get there in a minute. Right, so first things first, we need a white inverted chevron, a black sheaf indented, a white flip. Yep, Dexter. And a white sinister. Yep. Sinister Dexter, Sinister Dexter, Sinister Dexter. Ooh, ooh. Wait, what? And then a... What the heck is that one? How does that one not have a name? Black border. Why does that not have a name when you hover over it? Huh. Nanian, thank you for scurrying as well. Elkhorn, finishing a build. The Scope Creepers would like a word. Look, I have to have occasional... It's nice if I occasionally manage to finish at least a section of a build. Just teeny tiny section, please. Please, sir, can I finish a section of a build, sir? Please ignore the rabbit just going past the window. Frauke dropping an anvil on the bot for a 425 stream streak and managing to slow them up. It is very effective. Frauke used anvil. It was effective. Right, so that's the M. I want a second one of those, just on principle. And now we need a 5. There's lots of 5s today. We've had the 555, and now we're doing the number 5. So, I need a banner. That would help. And then it's a white base, a black lozenge. Yeah, apparently. A white chief. A white what's it? A white bendy. A white bendy. Wow. It's white bendy, that one. And then a black border. And that apparently is the best you can do with a 5. Why didn't it do the... I don't like that. That feels like it's backward. It's missing a couple of steps. That... No. Whoops. Yes, absolutely. I shall put the banner there. That helps. Really, it does. We need some water. Put the water there. Take off that. Okay, welcome in. Sorry, I'm... and blast, right. Picking the thing up at 1 PM tomorrow, heading off from work early, so I have to okay, look after yourself, Blast. I hope tomorrow is lovely. What do you call a cat that sits on your lap all the time when you're working? A laptop. Equally, a lap warmer. Yes. Also, normal. That's what cats do. Right. I don't like that 5 the way that it was designed, so I'm going to adjust it the way that I like it. Excuse me. Thank you. Let's do that, and then we do this. Then we do that. Oh. That's going to look more like an S. Ah. Huh. Okay, now I see why they did that. Fnurbles. Okay, that's what I get for attempting to think. I shouldn't have thought 5S. It's close enough. Ship it. Yep. The rakes agree with me.
Rakes, my old arch enemy.
My old
arch nemesis.
Okay, fine. Be like that. We'll do it the other way. We'll do it your way. Fine. I never bloomin' liked you anyway. Ninja Sydney, welcome in. Somewhat early on a Scott stream, and you have no more meetings to pull you away. It's a Tuesday miracle. Whoa. And Kay, working and lurking and adulting. Working and lurking and adulting. Oh my. Working and lurking and adulting. Oh my. Working and lurking and adulting. Oh my. Where's the yellow brick road? And the Venipede was in, through, and out before I even paid attention to it. Whoopsie. What was I doing? Other than being slightly demented. But, hey, how would you know the difference? I'm going to completely ignore that donkey that appears to be a little bit bouncy. It's not built yet. Oh, no, I'm not building a yellow brick road. None of my scope creep includes one of those. I don't have the, I don't have the energy for a yellow brick road. You're going to build at least 6 yellow brick roads. No. 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 All I have to say is, kindling will be burned. Do 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 do. Yeah da 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 bum. I forgot we put that sign on that doorway. No hawkers, circulars, or kindling. Yellow path roads, on the other hand. Yeah, I must admit, depending on the region, paths do look very yellow, don't they? If I was going to do that, I'd combine that with yellow terracotta. And maybe hay bale. I appear to have fallen into Atlas's drink. Yes, I just watered myself. I just fell into... I fell in the water. Miss Ferret, welcome in. Wait, there's a squirrel in my drink. Don't worry, he's just looking for the rum. So, last week, we actually managed... He's not a Scotsman, he's a Spongeman. No. Super absorbent. No, there was no absorbing going on there. We actually managed to do quite a bit of work last week on this thing. We still need to do something by way of lighting. Because if I remember rightly, if I take that out... Yeah... We're surprisingly a lot of zeros. Not very helpful. However... Not this time, but if it has been filled with rum, that's one way of making sure that I'm absorbing. Right. So. Boing. I don't think I can put a banner there because of that. What if I put one there? Well, that doesn't help. Now we're in Midsummer Murders, rather than the M5. I don't like that. That feels entirely unnecessary for the outside of the building. However, putting it here... M5... I just made the same mistake. Hey, Urban! Welcome in. That's better. Now we've got M5. One of these days I will manage to place the banners in the correct location. Ha. Ha. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Right. And I wanted to put another... Oh, I still need to fix this wall, don't I? There's a reason I've got all these things in this inventory. Today is not that day. But chat, why is today not the day? Today is gonna be the day that the squirrel makes it back to you. He knows he's never gonna know what the heck he's trying to do. Somehow the squirrel's getting nowhere with this build, and now we know. I didn't see that song coming. However, not bad. Jerry May, welcome in. What was I doing before I got completely off track? Oh yeah, building a wall. Find a wall, build it up. Another lovely rendition for the Scotsman Christmas bell. No. Alright. Look, we still haven't had the Scotsman Christmas album on any previous year. What makes you think we're going to start this time? Also, why is that block there? Oh, because it's got a light source on it. Wonderwall is for the rock album. Honestly, I'm more of a Power of Stella fan than a rock fan. So, can we have some electro swing instead? I don't know why I'm asking you lot. If I want to have electro swing, it would be me singing it, which would probably be half the problem. No. We'll make it for you, and you just provide the lyrics. Honestly, that seems to happen anyway, somehow, for some reason. What was it I was listening to the other day? Who said that my singing is a problem? I did, Sydney. I did. Hit it, Scott. No. So it stands for Scotsman's Electrician. What was it I was watching the other day? I think it might have been one of the Power of Stella concerts at one of the festivals. I can't remember which one it was, but there was a one of the comments was basically commenting on the I'm being stared at. Commenting on the trumpet player. Hi guys. Hi. Robert. Grant. Adam. Bullwinkle. Hey Ritsu. It's that moment of turning around from what I'm doing and having those guys and Tyr just appears just to make sure that we know he's here still. Oh, good lord. How to get Tyr? Right, I need to do something about you're a myth in the making. He's a myth, Harry. He's a myth. Why do I feel like there should be some more arch here? Actually, that really looks like there should be more arch there. Let's go and get materials for an arch. Maybe a couple of them. Just out of principle. It's my arch nemesis. Detail. And scope creep. Trying to decide if you think you have the money to go to LA in the fall for the Chrono Trigger concert. Ooh, very nice. I really wanted to go to the music of music of Square Enix concert, because it's not just Final Fantasy; it's Final Fantasy near so Traveller, a few others, etc. It's happening in London in June. The problem is, it's all the way out at Wembley, and that generally makes it an absolute fnurble to get to and from. And so I'm just not sure I can justify it, which sucks. Why am I carrying 4 furnaces? I don't know. 4 furnaces and a Scotsman that's got no clue. Right. Spruce trap doors, not enough. Spruce those we've got enough of. Wonder if we convince them to use Glasgow next time. I'm kind of surprised they're out at Wembley. Last time they were at Hammersmith. Keep trying to justify booking a trip. You've got the itch. Yeah, I can understand. Sounds like you need an overnight sleeping spot at a convenient location. Exactly. Cost me less to fly to Dublin than it would fly across the US. Good lord. And a Scotsman being fnurbley. All the fnurbles, 3 flurble fnurbles, and a fnurble of fnurbling Scots. Let's get some more trapdoors. Those, that. Yeah, that feels right. Hey, sci-fi. Right. Yes. Maybe. What else did I want? I don't know. There were things I wanted. Oh, yes, I remember. Nope. Oh, hey, I found the right barrel. He's a right barrel, he is. Right barrel laughs, that one. Boing. 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 Way. Over the hedge. Glasgow is lovely. Glasgow is gorgeous. Glasgow is currently cut off due to the fact that some numpty managed to set fire to one of the major buildings and burn large portions of the history down. Very upset at that. The fact that one of the reports seems to suggest it started in a vape store, not impressed already, because of an overloaded charging adapter set. Very not happy with that. Okay, that works. The vape shop that started it, they think it was bogged wiring. Yep. So they had an interview with somebody who apparently ran in with a fire extinguisher that they borrowed from next door, trying to put it out. And he's quoted by the news as having mentioned that it was a set of plug sockets with a whole load of USB adapters plugged in that was smoking. And my thoughts on the matter were, lovely. Okay, I'm going to bet that if I remove those 3 pieces of... Oh no! You've lost your streak. And I've just lost my stream deck. Come on, Reset, you fnurbler. Well, there's your problem. Shouldn't that adapter have been... Yeah, exactly. That adapter shouldn't have been vaping. There we are. All right. That's a full block. I'm going to place one here. They shouldn't have blown smoke. Oh. Right, what are the odds that I can sleep anywhere around here now that we've got most of the... No, I can't sleep here. We've got the Mythbusters around. You can't sleep when the Mythbusters are nearby. That's not the staircase that I needed. Let's try that again. You see, this is the problem. I start building things. You start filling them with Gordons. I can't sleep anywhere near them because Gordons are still classed as dangerous. This, of course, is a me problem, not a you problem. Wait, nobody caught the happening? Boo. Heil Hydrate. Thank you, Ritsu. And a stretch to go with it. Shouldn't be hard to confirm. There's nothing left of it, sci-fi. Oh, that's a good start. Thank you very much. The shop is currently now a crater, along with much of the corner and several large areas of building. Pretty much all the evidence is under several tons of rubble. Unfortunately. Okay, that's nice. Combined with that, that's nice. This, I'm betting if I remove this, I'm going to find that there's open air above it. No. Yes. Absolutely. Well, that's a fnurble. Yes, but if they did it once, they probably did it several times. More than likely. If at first you don't succeed, try burning down the building again. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Right. Let's see. We need to do something about this roof and... Having food. Ooh, cookies. Cookies. Cookie. I want cookie. Oh, you cooked curry. Dang it. Not fair. I thought it was curry. I thought it was cookies. I got my hopes up about cookies there. Dang fnurblet. Right, let's sort. Stupid twitchy twitch. Throw stream. Had to close the tab and open the stream in a new one. Goodness. Bad twitch. Naughty twitch. Ooh, cookie. Yay, cookie. Nom 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 nom. Sci-fi. Thank you for 3 months of gift sub to Urban. Thank you, Sci-fi. Also, what the? I'm pretty sure there are curry cookies though. I'm sure there probably are. I'm more of a chocolate chip fan though myself. Yay! More sons! Thank you, Sci-Fi. What did I come down here for? Oh, lights. Do we go with lanterns or copper lanterns? I'm thinking lanterns are probably not right because we've got copper lanterns everywhere else in the building. I should probably find some wax to make sure that these lanterns don't become ridiculously Where is my wax? Kel, thank you for giving gifts up to ancients. My word. Do I really have no... Why? Why do I not have any? Lisa, where's my wax? Has anyone seen my wax? And we go choo-choo! Elkhorn with 100 bits, and Kel Birdie gifting a sub to Miss Ferret as well. Did I leave it in a vape shop? I hope not. And I have to Wix Lyrical. I'm going to Wix Lyrical, sir. Dag Fnurbelit. I don't have any wax. How do I not have wax? I swear I'm going to look in the same chest for the 5th time in a minute. Right. We need to go and get some wax. Kel, thank you for the gift sub to Nanian as well. I could have sworn I had more wax in my inventory somewhere. And that's... Alright, let's quickly go and get some wax. Which means a trip to Lagville. Because apparently I'm a derp. I am a derp. I am a derp and a derp and a derp. Derpy derpy derp. Derpy derpy derp. I am a derp and I'm derping a derp. Derpy derpy derp. Derp derpy derp. You know, high-speed travels through the Nether on Atlas are actually so much are actually pretty dang fast. And oh goodness, Kel, thank you for that gift sub to Ninja Sydney as well. That's it, you're at 13. That's an unlucky number, you've got to stop. That's right, double check where I parked. I was about to say, I know I left a 13's a good number for you. Yep, exactly. Well, I guess now we know the answer. Why did the chicken cross the road? To confuse the Scotsman. Is me or is Twitch freezing? Apparently it froze for Kel a minute ago. I've not got any drop frames, but... Miakula! Welcome in, and thank you for the 100 bits as well. Drive-by bitties, even. Bitties? Hit enter too fast. I think we all did that. Been oddly stable for me. I've been to a stable twice, Elkhorn. Stay. Honey! Honey. I'm not Joel Smallish Beans. I will not be singing about honey. Froze for Kel. Had to close the browser and reopen it. Goodness. Yeah. Home, I'm honey. Pardon? Whoops. And we're the scurry is at 67 squirrels. I'm sure that means that we've got to probably ignore that entirely. Whee. Why are you posing on top of that? Forget it. Um, somebody left their kid on a pillar. Wrong way. Left turn. Landstrad, welcome in. Whee! See, that was a nice, quick way of getting to and from my honey. And now we are at a nice number of check-ins. Woohoo! That's it. We can't have any more check-ins. Thank you, Atlas, for being amazing. You're a good pony. And Shadow has taken us over the top. Yay! Thank you, Shadow. Hey, how you doing? So, how is everybody today? How is everybody doing? You know, I feel like putting a lantern... Actually, if I take that... Let's not put it to there. Let's put it to here. Yeah, that feels better. You see, I like that. I like that. Snuffing down lunch after running an orientation. Oh, goodness. Having a simple dinner of pasta with a can of goop. I mean, everyone has to have goop occasionally. Still dislike the existence of jet lag time, by the way. Yeah, jet lag time is one of those, but why? Moments. I was about to say, why can I hear pillagers? Yes, I know. I know. I'm in a castle full of them. The phrase, why can I hear pillagers, seems entirely like I have no brain. And a level 3 hype train. What? 3? Even better. It's a pi hype train. It's at level 3, 14%. 3.14. Thank you for the 7 gift subs and the 200. No. Okay. 3.14159 and 3.14159 and 3.14159 pi. Lost the plot a bit. A bit? A bit? I'd have to have found the plot just to lose a little bit of it. Pi Day is Saturday. Oh, good point. 3:14 is Saturday. Excuse you. Yep. No new emotes. Today is Mario Day. It's a me. It's a Mario. What should I make? What should we do with the random ceiling? What should we do with the random ceiling? What should we do to cover the ceiling when the Scots are singing? Make it look better with some chaos. Make it look better with some chaos. Make it look better with some chaos. Trying to find the Fnurbles. Or even try to fight the Fnurbles. Yep, St. Patrick's Day is coming up. Everyone remember, if you're turning your river green, you probably got a problem. And you may need to talk to your doctor. We have a Frigibax in chat for those who may or may not need a dragon type. Well, dragon ice. Make him drink a Kraken and Coke on stream, yeah. Make him drink a Kraken and Coke on stream, yeah. Make him drink a Kraken and Coke on stream, yeah. Because the squirrel stole it. Yeah. Can we sign up for that too? Probably. Right. Let's store my honeycomb and find the stuff and fnabbles. Stuff and fnabbles? Stuff and fnabbles? In this economy? Oop. I know there's a stonecutter here somewhere. There it is. Drunken moose and squirrel. Probably never. I do not stream drunk. I do not stream. I do not like the idea of being drunk on stream. I will drink, but I will not be drunk. Because I will admit to occasionally having had an adult beverage. During stream. Yeah, that looks good. Right. Let's make sure that everything is... Oh, all of that's waxed. Oh, that's useful. That makes it easier. Then we do something similar to this ceiling here. Definitely. I fell off. And again. Let's try that again. Take 3. Hi, gentlemen. Okay, that looks good. Because that now then matches with the roof design out here. Definitely not even going to touch the adult beverage stream either. Lost your tolerance of largely not drinking anymore. Not to mention 4:30 a.m. is a silly time to be drinking the average. Average beverage? The adult beverage. Oh no. Exactly. And with Elcon on this. Oh no. Oh, I can't hang a lantern from that. Some fnabler has decided to put that there. Well, that doesn't help. We can put one there, though. So if I take that out, do we have anything resembling a 0 in this area? Between the start and the top and the fnabble. It survives! We've gotten rid of the 0s. And we've gotten rid of the torches and replaced them with far nicer lanterns. Hi, Robbie. This feels like it should be full of something. What do we think? Random pile of crates? Crates. Crates is good. It does feel like a corner for crates, doesn't it? It's for the crater good. Oh, God, I've been around Elcon and Blast too much. Boing, 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 boing. Mostly a social drinker, become more and more introverted over the years. Yeah, yeah. Plus, nowadays, I found there are some lovely... And I swear, this is partially Raven's fault. I have found there are some lovely 0% rum replacements. Raven being a good influence on me. How dare they? Raven, you've been a good Raven. Raven, you've been a good influence on me. That's dangerous. How dare you? How very dare you? I came back up here for something. Oh yes, pile of crates. Oh, you know, I can actually make some more those out of those. Didn't I have... oh, yes. Way! Ooh, barrels. Ooh, found a barrel. Ooh, found a barrel. Just go for the non-alcoholic sparkling apple ciders, grape juices if you want something fancy. Fancy. Fancy can be good. What was I going to do? Oh, yes. Gluten-free, so a lot of drinks. Oh, yeah. Although, I have a manager who I work with who is also gluten-free, and they're finding that that's changing recently. There are more and more gluten-free alternatives becoming available in the drinking options. Round failure from the baking section. Ooh, nice. Making mocktails, non-alcoholic cocktails, quite fun. Ooh, that also sounds nice. Look, if the sun's gonna go down, would you mind doing it faster? I mean, really, some of us are trying to build here, and the last thing we need is for the sun to just be a lollygag. Stop lollygagging and get on with it. Lollygagging is one of the... really? I may have to look up the etymology of lollygag to find out what the origin of it was. It's like jaywalking, because jaywalking comes from people being called jays, and it's like, but why were they called jays? So I need to have a think about that one as well at some point now. To the etymology section of the dictionary. How did we end up? How did we end up with this train of thought, Scott? Alright, moving on. That's not what I wanted to put there. I kind of feel like I should have brought some... I have fnurbled. Learn not to question my train of thoughts, they leave the stations at a rapid pace. So my trains of thoughts are bullet trains, are they? Boing! Boing! Fnubbles! Believed to get derived from a combination of the dialectical word lolly, meaning tongue, or to hang around, and gag, to trick or deceive. Originally it referred to foolish behaviour, idle flirting, or making out, before evolving into its current meaning of dawdling or wasting time. Excellent. Thank you, Elkhorn. Can we bring it back to mean idle flirting? Today we have been idle flirting. Idle flirting sounds like one of those things that a Scotsman would get up to. That reminds me of the one that Susie Dent posted, supposedly, that Ginger reposted on Blue Sky, of the word of the day is latibulate, a 17th century meaning to hide in a corner and in an attempt to escape from reality. That is latibulation. Or latibulating. I'm all for latibulating. I really feel like that word needs to come back. All that because I needed some spruce. Tourists are another creature entirely. I refuse to comment on tourists. I live in an area that is a tourist town, and thus they drive me up the snurбling wall. Hanging from reality because it sucks. I mean, exactly. So basically, Kel is a litibulator. I do not know where you live, Sydney, on the grounds that I generally try to avoid paying attention to where people live. To avoid any attempt at doxing themselves. Even if it is a possible area that is large, maintained well, and or has a lot of options, I still generally have absolutely no clue why my brain is like this. Whee! Please, sir, can I have some less? That's fair. Let's just say thousands of... lots of tourists and St. Patty's Day brings out the worst of them. Yeah, that I could believe. That I could believe. You know, that feels appropriate. Yeah. I mean, advising of which country you're in is less of a problem. Being aware of a country... I've gone on Snape. Potter, what country are you from, Potter? You really should make sure... Actually, no, that's less Snape and more Voldemort. I'm gonna hide in the corner for a minute. Don't mind me. Literally the most populated region of Canada, and I won't narrow it down more than that. That narrows it down to about a large portion of Canada. Ew, I forgot. I cannot chest there because it needs strongly nasal. Ahem. Fine. I'll put one there and be done with it. Now it's down to the southern regions of Canada because boy, do the northern part should not have as much of the population. Yep. Canada, where 95% of the country... where 90% of the population live in 5% of the country. The other 90% is dangerous as fnurbles. These numbers not guaranteed to be accurate. This feels bland. I know it's a ramp. I know it's it's not really a highly necessary thing to change. But I feel like I need another... I feel like I need another archway just to break it up. Because it's too... It needs breaking up. Please, sir, can we break it up, sir? Bing, bing, biggity, boing, bagada, bong, da, bong, ba, bong, 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 ba, ba, da, ba, ya, ba, da, 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 da. How did my brain suddenly transfer sideways over to the theme? So the music that's currently going on, my brain has suddenly transformed it into the theme music for Street Hawk. And anyone who remembers Street Hawk is probably doing very well, because I don't think anyone remembers it. And we have a Wiglet in chat. A Wiglet. Yes, for those who are interested, it is a Wiglet. Which is a monotype, therefore, according to the Frauke Information Service... Oh, thank goodness for the Frauke Information Service. We have a monotype, which is part of this week's weeklies. Oh, and I'm out of Ultra Balls. Do I have anywhere I can place down some... Yes, that'll do. Right, I needed that. No, no, same one twice. Well done, Scots. Doink. And Ritsu got a candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Do I still? Yep, I still have those. Excellent. Let's go on. Boing, boing. Ooh. Squeaky bottle of doom time. Thank you, Sydney. And a stretch from Raven. Everyone remember, one must remember to hydrate, stretch, and look after oneself. Yeah. Ow. Thank you for that. Hey, Canadian Dragon, welcome in. Boing. Boing. Fennables. 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 Boing. Oh, Lord, I'm in one of those moods, aren't I? Watch as the energy disappears about midway through stream and I suddenly go... let's see. See, those are not... Is that... Ah, that is a good halfway point. But that's not a good... okay, so this is where it's going to get interesting. Oh, hello. We have a golden upgrade. Woohoo. Distractions. That's what you need. We have leather armor for Canadian dragons. Gordon, let us go and check the paperwork. Whee! Hey ho, hey ho. To paperwork we go. It's time to do some other things. We've got a distraction, you know. Thank you. Ow. That lamppost jumped outside of me. It's for RRR. Thank you, dragon. We still have to do the paperwork, though. Due to the rules and regulations, all updates to pillagers, ravagers, and every other element must be recorded correctly in the paperwork, because otherwise, if one does not correctly update the paperwork, one does not know what one is doing. And if one does not know what one is doing, that means that you're me. Do anyone really know what we're doing? I refuse to answer that on the grounds of it being incriminating evidence. Is your first Gordon at diamond level by chance? I don't know. Let's double check. Hi. Bramandal has made it all the way to diamond. Then you've got Ravager, 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 Robbie. Yep. So, yep, you're already at diamond. And away! See, this is why paperwork is useful. It saves me having to check with 140 Gordons as to what their immigration status is like. Immigration? found an egg. Yep. Hey, chicken. Lotus! Welcome in, Lotus. Right. Oh. Apparently, I do not have any. I thought I could have sworn I left myself some emeralds in that barrel. Roll out the emeralds. Emeralds are needed for fun. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Right. Let us go and buy some leather armor. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Hello, cat. Oh no, Lotus! I really do hope that I left them in my purse. Exactly. Apparently the bats were looking after them. Let's get you, and you, and ooh, 2, and a hat. Hey, what do you know? I didn't even have to break into the emerald blocks. That's convenient. Right, wash the leather laundry. Washing leather laundry sounds a little bit kinky. I do hope that you feel better soon, Lotus. Right, so it was red hat and boots, white pants and shirt. Okay. 2 red, 2 white, please. We'll have to do this in stages. So it was white pants and shirt. So, pants and shirt. And the red. Boing. Huh. I realize at some point, at some slightly dangerous point in the ever-persisting future, we might have to do something with those. Granted, the concept of doing something with 3 wither skeleton skulls scares the living big daylights out of me. Living big daylights. That's a word. We will not crash. I don't want to do it with a fight, but I need a beacon at some point in my life. And maybe some wither roses. Okay. I forgot those were there. That's the thing about this world. Occasionally I just come across random llama in a boat. Will either risk the destruction or cage it in obsidian. Ooh, that... You see, that's the question. That is the question. And it would be less cage it in obsidian, more cage it in cheese it under the... Excuse me. Cheese it under the end portal. Ooh, hey. Some of this roof is starting to age. Yay! Hi, Robbie. No, that's Bullwinkle. Hi, Adam. Robbie! Triple R now has a blunderbuss and all of their leather armor. Thank you, Canadian Dragon. Thank you all for hanging around for long enough to collect all of the points, the mayhem, the chaos, and the urge to actually invest them in something. Did we ever get Buster? No, we didn't. I'm being stared at again. Need to have a think about where to put a Buster. Ooh. Now. I am not being chased by a Ravager. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Great. I just worked out where I want to put this arch, so I'm going to do that. And now we got a copper upgrade for Lotus. You can change that. Really? I was doing well here. I was actually managing to make progress. You're not going to. Oh, I just realised what you mean by I could change that. Yeah. The whole Ravager element, isn't it? Ahem. Right. Copper armour. Copper armour. Black clad. Welcome in. A full tier upgrade. I forgot the booties. There we are. A full tier upgrade to copper armor. Right, let's do the paperwork for Lotus. You have more than enough for 5. Right. I should really start building the grandstand and additional Ravager storage stables, shouldn't I? It's either that or we're going to have to build another racetrack somewhere. I don't want to build another racetrack. That one took long enough to build, and I don't know where we would put it. Pastures. Ooh. Pastures of Ravagers. Now that actually might make more sense. That might make more sense. I see fields of Fnebbles and Ravagers too. They're going to chase after you. And I think... Yeah. And I think to myself, what the Fnebbles going on? Oh, yeah. Free range Ravagers. Mental note, have a quick look at the world in a second, work out where we can put some Ravager fields. Ratty, welcome in. Oh yes, Lotus. My brain just went, who are we doing this for? There we are. Lotus. For Mushi. Hall balcony. Can we have a Ravager petting zoo? That sounds like we want the Tromplets petting zoo. And we have a Pokemon in chat for those who may be interested in catching it. It is a Durant. Yeah, let's try and catch it. I don't have mob heads enabled on this server. On this world. I just saw you and thought you were a pillager. Sal! Welcome in, Sal. Yeah, I don't have mob heads enabled. So I can't make the tromplets. And yet, if we were going to do pastures of free-range ravagers, because quite simply I've never installed that data pack, Black Lad. I'm in the wrong building. I have been going back and I don't know, Raven. I haven't the fnirbling clue. No! I don't know what I'm doing. Mushy. There we are. Thank you, Lotus, for hanging around and collecting enough points for a full copper upgrade for Mushi. You legend. I mean, you're all legends for even being here, but I do have fun with the with the redeems, as is noted. Everybody's legendary. Everybody's bringing all the fun to the world. Everyone is legendary. I need an armor stand. And a pile of brown armor. Brown armor? No. We need... Oh, hold on. Right, I need armor. Come on, Atlas. We're going somewhere. Buster. Raven. I was gonna go with... Oh, blue might actually be a good idea. But they never really had a blue Buster. It was always the sort of off. He was usually wearing a blue jumpsuit. That's true. Okay. Black boots, blue trousers, blue jacket. Actually, do we want? No, we don't want. We don't want the boots. We don't want the helmet. Actually, helmet would be useful because his head got blown off repeatedly. Tan head, yeah. Tan head, no boots, and a jumpsuit. You see, I'm gonna Google. Right. New private window. Let's see. The Mythbusters wiki has him shown pretty much in his just basic tan. Buster is usually dressed in whatever clothes are relevant to the myth. Police uniform, farmer's overalls, giving more character, an air of faux authenticity. Okay. So the outfit changed. He's worn everything from diving suits to pirate costumes. Arr. That he has. That he has. Right. Don't need much. So. Then I'm tempted to try and dress him as a pillager. If I were to dress as a pillager, it would be black pants Actually, that would probably be really cool. What color is that for the... So, I want the tunic. I want the pants. I want the helmet. That leather cap is probably the right color. Dark reddish brown tunic. That's what I'm thinking. It'll probably be a mix of red, purple, and black. Oh, sorry, red, purple, and brown. Because we can do 3 colours, can't we? I forgot to wash my armour. Fortunately, this area is actually rigged for washing your clothes. There we are. Right, so black and dark grey for the trousers. Because it's not quite black, and it's darker than the dark grey. Ooh, yeah, that looks about right. So it's the tunic. I'm thinking brown, red, and blue. Just as a first guess. I forgot the blue. How did I not pick up the blue? Red, blue. That looks like it might actually not be far off. I think it needed the blue to make it purple. Although we could probably add a little bit of dark grey. Ooh, no, that's too grey now. Black would make it too far as well. What if we added some light grey? No, that's too light. Dang fneblet. Hold on. Ooh, that's pretty close. That is Buster level of close, I think. Bo, welcome in. How you doing, Bo? Come on, Atlas. Let's go back to the building site. I'm tempted for comedy value to have it so that he's holding his hat in his hands. You don't want to go to a meeting. I don't blame you, Raven. No, right direction. I'm lost. How did I get lost in my own castle? How do you get any work done with all these meetings? That's the problem, Ritsu. Frauke. Too many green colours. Sorry. Because your area, what? I'm a Marcus Brody? Oh. That's on Wilderness, where I'm actually building my own museum. You have finished a tower! Now you've got to design the inside and the inner city in the under. Nice. Goof off time. That sounds fantastic, Vogue. And progress, no less. Gotta be careful with that. Progress? I mean, I've been trying to make progress all evening, and so far I'm not sure I am. Nah, I am. 2 months, your brain's dead. Oh, I know that. Yeah. That happens. Right, so if I take an armor stand and name it, that name gets shown up in the air above it, doesn't it? I'm going to call this one Buster 3.14 because because nobody can remember how many Busters there were. And I like a good joke. Right. I'll come back to that in a minute. So it dawned on me that the perfect place to put Buster is right here. Leaned up against a pile of barrels. In a storeroom. Show arms. Now. I want to... How do I give him a hat? Oh, hold on. I know. Dirt. Swap main hand. Ah, no. It goes... Okay. Fine. Poses. Where is... No. No. Where's lounging? Lazy. There we are. Lock it. No gravity. No base plate. Bring it down to floor level. Too far. Look after yourself, Raven. Have a good meeting. Looks like he's gotten into the whiskey. I mean, Buster was forever on the... just collapsed somewhere. That feels like it is an appropriate Buster pose. I mean, the other option might be to move the head back a bit instead of up. So a bit like that. It's like, how did I end up here? Tempted to move the legs around a bit. That's the arms. Well done. About there. That feels right. We have a Buster. Buster the Pillager stand-in. The roof is starting to finally age. Thank God for that. Right, let's get this last arch. Wait. Hey, excuse me. If I do that, am I going to regret it? I don't think I am. I was worried I was, but I don't think I will. Two trapdoors short. How am I 2 trapdoors short? And we have a clang in chat. Look after yourself, Kel. Have a nice sleep. And thank you for joining us. We have a clang in chat. I was about to say, where are the where are the turtles? But that was Krang. Monotype. 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 What did I come back here for? Oh, yeah. Trapdoors. I needed 2. I made it 24. Krang was the brain. Yes, that's what I thought. Look after yourself, Chaos Twin. Boop. Boop. Get back. Now what yeah. No. Ooh, Ritsu got a shiny. Nice. GG, Ritsu. Okay, that's better. That extra archway was needed. I'm tempted to say we need an archway here, but I don't think we do. Let's briefly let's briefly tinker. Excuse me. Let's briefly fertile with the option. Does it need... It does. Just one more archway to mess with me. I'm missing the pieces of basalt, you see. I can't finish this build because I'm squirreling and... Ooh, shiny. Cause I'm shining. I can't remember the rest of that song. Super fast Feg. Welcome in, Feg. How you doing? I hope your Tuesday has been okay. It's a super fast Fegalicious Expialidocious. Super fast Fegalicious Expialidocious. Super fast Fegalicious Expialidocious. And he's in chat now because he is an amazing person. Stretching in there. Oh, I can't run because I need to eat. There we are. Now we can run. Yay! Run! Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me because I'm a squirrel, you see? Wing. You know you made it when the streamer invents a... It's been a very songy evening, Feg. Apparently I'm in a songy mood. That was needed. That was needed. I think that third archway is what sealed it. Also, goes well there. Also, having Buster at the bottom of the stairs slumped in a corner is just hilarious. Oh, I love seeing Buster there. That works. I come up the stairs and... actually, I was going to say that fnurbles with my head, but if I move it over to where it's in the middle... exhaustion. Absolute sheer brute force mental fnurbled exhaustion. It is one of the triggers. Come on. Come on. I need to sleep, and I need to stretch, and I need to hydrate. Thank you. I'll hydrate. Have an iron brew and some popcorn. Aye. Aye, laddie, do you think you might want to recommend some better iron brew? What? There's no such thing as better iron brew. And a stretch to go with that hydrate. Thank you, Feg. Made from girders. Right. How are we doing? What is the flight speed of an unladen Scotsman? I'm gonna put the lantern up here. There. Now it's visible on the way in, and it's not messing with my head as I walk up the stairs and seeing it off-centered. There's a lot of things that can mess with my head, and that was one of them. Ooh, I was going to look at resin for alternative chips, wasn't I? I think I spotted some of that earlier. I'm sure of ow. Yep. I'm sure I saw some resin in one of the bundles, one of the chests. It's either that, or we'll have to wait for nightfall and beat up a creaking hut. Why can't I put that in there? No. Aha! I do have resin. The creaking is safe. I don't have to beat it up tonight. No need for a Glaswegian kiss for the creaking. Boing. 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 Zebedee. Boing. Zebedee. Boing, said Zebedee, as he bounced off the cliff. Uh-oh. Right. If I put that there, and a bit here, and a bit there. Now that looks silly. You know, I think that might be enough. Both? Both! Both is good. I think that works nicely. A little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of Monica by my side, a little bit of Mumbo number 5, a little bit of chaos in the world, a little bit of what? I think everybody's done that trick with the resin elkhorn. I mean, I did it in the Frozen Archive at the hot spa. I've just realised I do need the iron chains because we have not yet sorted out how the heck the fnubbling is held up. We're going ha ha ha. It's a ravager. No, it's not. It's a pillager. Right, so I do need the chain. And no. Yes, 2 grindstones, please. Thank you. Where did the resin come from? That one, wasn't it? Yes. I have 2 creaking huts. That's something I don't have. A creaking heart farm. Ooh, where in the world would we put a creaking heart farm? If we kept it small, a creaking farm could go quite nicely in Jurassic World. That feels like the sort of thing that you'd have in one of the labs. buried underneath Jurassic World. Because we were going to put in a few labs buried under the island, weren't we? Go full Umbrella Corps. Right, that. No, that one. Resin to amber, and it really will be Jurassic World. Perfect thought, Feg. Thank you. Yes. So we need an amber farm in Jurassic World in a laboratory buried under the island somewhere. Make a good Richard Attenborough with that skin. Can't I be an Ian Malcolm? I'd rather be an Ian... No, I don't really... I think I'd need to lose the shirt to be an Ian Malcolm. I got a bag of Ian Malcolms. Doo-dah, doo-dah. I've got a bag of Ian Malcolms. Oh my. That would swap out the Totem of Undying. We might finally have come up with the thing that we have to add to replace my Totem of Undying. A cane. Ah, missed. With a squirrel stuck in the amber. Jurassic squirrel. Do those actually link? No, of course they don't. I'm gonna have to get 2 pieces of copper. I don't wanna need them in a fnibble. Take all the DNA and swap frog for squirrel. Good lord. Ah, but then that wouldn't be a squirrel stuck in the DNA. It would just be a squirrel. We went through. We couldn't find a frog, so we spliced in squirrel DNA everywhere. The great woolly dinosaurs. Yes, but can you imagine how distracted they'd be? Oxidized cut copper. Waxed weather. Yeah. Let's just take one of these and let's just take 2 of these and do it and be done with it. So that's where the scrat went to and came from. Yep. A meteor squirrel. That sounds more Final Fantasy Advent Children. Instead of Genova, they had a squirrel. Right, I need to swap out that block and that block. So that I can do that and that. Now I'm imagining Bahamut as a giant flying squirrel. Hey, Midna, welcome in. Why have I got spruce trapdoors? I thought I made a whole load of... Ah, there they are. Oak trapdoors. Oop, that's better. Now you're not going to get caught in the chains as easily. And it is a Gen 6 Flabébé. Oh, baby, you're so fine. You're so fine. You're a flare, baby. Oh, baby. Flare, baby. No, okay, now we've managed to hang up the gates. So that's a lot better. There are days I really think I should shut up. But if I did that, how would anybody actually cope with the silence in stream? Okay. So we fixed the gateway door. And we've made it so that it's no longer an OSHA violation. Granted, there's no wheel. Exactly. There's no wheel way of wheeling control. Ooh, piece of candy. If I do that and that, I could put another one of those here and another one there. Wheels in block game? I know, it's really annoying. Just add two fellas pulling the chains. You gotta be pulling my chain there. Close, but I'm gonna put in another chain so it looks like there's a chain hoist. For which I need 2 more grindstones. I swear, I'm gonna have to have a look at it in a second. I want to know how many grindstones I've placed in this world. It's not as high as the number of... Actually, it might be. I was about to say, it's not as high as the number of anvils I've placed. But then again, I've just remembered the nether. And as a result, it might not actually be as low as it used to be. There we are. You pull that chain to lift and lower that. Chain hoist. That should be turned around. There we are. Oh, you might have to change that block. I wonder if I can get away with just turning it upside down. I have to catch it first. Pull the chain, Kronk. The other chain. Why do we even have that chain? No? That's not the way around I wanted it. Fine. I'll just do this. And that. That doesn't look as terrible as I thought it would. Oh, actually, no, hold on. Herp-de-dup. Let's just swap these. Do that there. And that there. See, that looks perfect. Now it's actually hanging up. Hanging up. So we've got... I wonder if that one should be turned as well. That actually would make sense. And now I can't get to it. So if I put that there... So that chain goes up and across into that. That chain comes up and across into that. That chain goes across into that, then goes down. And this is the chain you pull to raise and lower the... Yeah, that works. I know it's putting far too much realism into something that's block game. But I like it. And now that doesn't look like it's just floating in midair. Which was kind of important. What I do think I should probably do is add... got a home for... Thought we'd had a discussion. Got a home for Casey and Moto. Casey and Moto? I'm confused. Who are Casey and Moto? Oh! Got a home for Quasi and Modo. The bells of Miranda. No. Fairly sure Quasimodo was not available as a squirrel. Okay. Let's do a walkthrough and see if there's any areas where I think there's more detail needed. No. Done. 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 The bells? I thought I was a malt fan. Yes. Or a rum fan. You know, I think this building might actually... This building might be done. Well, the building itself might be done. I still need to do this area. This area needs to become a large rocky outcropping, so that there's a good reason for why the path goes around here rather than straight across. Then we can put a tree on it. Love it when your title is held by Twitch. Oh no. How did I end up with... like... Oh, who knows? I must have picked up a third. I can never put scope creep into the title of my streams, despite the fact that it is so commonly a part of my streams. I'm guessing summon. The fact that I can't have creep in my in a title, I've hit that message regularly. Yeah, maybe summon is the wrong word. Or maybe summon is not the word that it is hating. Never underestimate the ability for Twitch to confuse you. It is not summon. Creativeness? Right, that goes in there. Nope. That goes in there. That goes in there, although I'll probably take that out again in a second. And the oak is in there. Right. Time to speed run a rocky outcropping. We can do this. It's just a rocky outcropping. How hard can it be? No, don't say that. Legit can't find the conflicting word. How weird. That. Where's the... I thought I had some mossy cobble. Apparently not. Okay. Fine, we'll just make it then. Do, do. Uh-oh. Everyone buckle up. Elcon's found a long-form pun. Ooh, hold on. I meant to pick up... wait till... okay. So it'll be a non-stream pun, will it? Pulls on the splat zone. Highway to the pun splat zone. We're going to... It couldn't be 1488, could it? Just absolute ridiculous question there, the Blacklad. Just try taking out 1488. I've just got this ridiculous hunch. Oh, tell me it's not the number 1488. What? Race, ethnicity, or religion? The Fnurbles? It was. Okay. I am very, very, very bemused as to what the heck 1488 has to do with race, ethnicity, or whatever. Religion is the other one. I'm going to have to look that one up because I'm sure we're not allowed to explain it in chat because it probably breaches several rules just to discuss the fnurbling thing. Oh, does it? Good grief. How did... So basically, Blacklad, you're going to have to put 1487 plus 1. '14 or 88 are in the same group of hate speech. Oh, good grief! They're in hate speech that. I'm sorry, but this world is a little bit just 1940s Germany. Of course it is. HH. It must be the combination of 1488 because none of you are getting blocked for just using the number 88. So it's that mix of 1488. And I now have the opinion that... And the second H isn't hydrate. Yeah, I know. I have officially lost all hope in understanding the universe. 14 is a slogan reference, for goodness sakes. Well, we have a Boozil Breezel in chat to completely distract us from the fnurbling that is why. So there's no world in which you should be giving superpowers or science. You'd end everything. Yes. Your Java username is banned by Minecraft now, but not Twitch. Landstrad, I fully agree with you. Right. Those windows are going to have to go. Because. Just because. Oops. But yeah, I'm with you on this one, Landstrat. There are days that the stupid just annoys me. And many people have succeeded in catching a Pokemon. Right. Let's start turning this into an actual piece of rocky outcropping now that we've got something of a shape. Didn't we just... Elkhorn, your Ravager is staring at me. Rocky Outcropping. Was that the one after Rocky 5? Possibly. Might be related to, Rocky and Bull... for all I... I was about to say, might be related to Rocky and Bullwinkle. At which point we'd have to ask Elkhorn. Nope, not sending that response. Uh-huh. Hey, Walkie, watch me pull a fnabble out of my Bullwinkle. What? Pardon? I didn't realize. Oh no! I've triggered. I have made a mistake. I have triggered the Elkhorn. Go! Yep. Yep, 573 is very, very active. Oh my, I forgot about that one. At least it's not another whole quote. We've got enough whole quotes. It's time to have something else. Now we've got silly ones. Oh my. Let's see. How's this looking? Ooh, that's looking rocky. And oh, apparently the quote random generator has come up with a good one there for Feg. There are days that I do wonder what I was thinking when I started saying a lot of these things. To be honest, that happens pretty much every time I say something that gets quoted. What the fnibble was I thinking? I should have brought some gravel. That can be resolved. I can always go and get gravel. No, not from there I can't. Also, where's a stone cutter? That is not a stone cutter. That is 14 leads. I can see how they might be misjudged. Actually, no, I can't. How 14 leads could be misjudged as a stone cutter, I don't know. Let's have a quick sleepy time. Are we far enough away from Karma? Yes, thank goodness. Lurk, stuff, things, and more stuff. Look after yourself, Blackclad. And thank you for the lurk. 2024, building you a better box. I mean, we have lots of quotes that are similar to that on a regular basis. Usually every time I move villagers around. What did I come back here for? Oh, yes. No. Gravel. So I'm curious. I am... Whoa. Too close to the camera. I am curious. For those who have acquired the world download, how many have found Himmelsby? Has anyone even looked for Himmelsby? Here we go, a little bit off-piste with some of the conversation again. Go figure. Actually, probably most people don't even know what Himmelsby is, which is half the fun. Not had a chance to download it yet, but we'll be doing so. I know a couple of people have gone for the downloads. I don't know how many people have actually actively explored, really. There's an awful lot of world to explore. That's the fun. It's welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. I said welcome in once already, didn't I? Oh. And a hydrate as well. Hail hydrate. Squeaky, squeaky. And to go with the squeak, a stretch. It's snap, crackle, and stretch. Ay, ay, ay. Ah. Math Girl, welcome in. True Purple saying City in the Sky, directly translated. May well be. Have downloaded, not explored. Too many games, too much to do. Lack of 26 hours in a day. Yeah, I can imagine that. Math Girl, thank you so much for the 7-stream streak, and congratulations for the escape. So if it sounds like you've got a good idea of what Himmelsby might well be then, True. Or at least you may have an idea. Doesn't he tell you where it is, but it gives you an idea of what might be part of it. I think Feg probably has a good idea of what it is. Fairly sure I discussed it with Feg. Trying to remember who I discussed it with. Sin Lily on a streak as well, 75, and managing to escape the Merry White House bot as well. Ah, Raven. Yeah. I know I definitely talked to Raven about it. The reason the whole thing came to mind was because I actually spent a little bit of time today trying to get a bit more progress on it. Because at some point, I'm going to need to actually start working on it actively, as opposed to just preparing it. Tough I wanted. Where's my I had some tough slabs here. There we are. Bit there, bit there, bit here. Those two should either be gravel, cobble, or coarse dirt. I think coarse dirt, because then we can put some foliage here. Like I said, it is in the world download, and I will be spoiling it within the next few weeks, I'm sure. If only because it ties in with one of the redeems that I do have to start thinking about. For people have been promised. The promised land of Himmelsby. That sounds wrong. Start putting in some stuff. So we've got... Ooh, actually, that's looking pretty good. So we've got a nice rocky outcrop on this side. But at the moment, this side is lacking. Quite a bit. But that's the beginnings of progress, that is. The beginnings of progress. Wow. Now there's a phrase. What I might do is have it so that it's... Where's the... Ooh, am I out of mossy cobble already? That's no good. No, I wanted you... And we have a Shinotic in chat. How the heck do you pronounce one of those? Let's gravel this area a little. Feg buying some Ultra Balls. I think I need more mossy cobblestone. Oh well. Fortunately, we have the moss and we have the cobble. Good news is this is rapidly filling out this corner quite nicely. Oh yeah, that is gonna work nicely, I think. Particularly once we overgrowth it. One of them. Let's grab one of those just to make sure we've got plenty. Let's go for about that much. Boing, 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 boing. Spinny world, spinny world. I keep putting down these buttons every so often, just as sort of little bits of pebbles that have been kicked up and so forth. And I keep half expecting that one of these days I should actually go through and make some of them actually do something when you press them. Because it's just like, why are there so many buttons? Pull the lever, Crunk. Yeah, the lever. Why do we even have that lever? Right, let's get some half slabs of mossy cobble and a nap. Preferably far. Karma's staring at me again. A secret note block array would be fun. Be an interesting challenge. I'm not adverse to a challenge, he says, with a world that basically screams, "You've been challenged!" You've been challenged to join the to join the Kodan Armada in the fight against Zul. No, it's the fight against the Kodan Armada. I can't remember my my last Starfighter quotes. We're all doomed. You're a treacherous Scotsman, forgetting what side they're on again. I am not forgetting what side I'm on, I'm just forgetting my quote. War. Huh? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing but profit. And that's way too close into politics chat, so moving on. Oh, Jackie Chan singing War. Huh? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Yeah. Was that in Rush Hour 1 or 2 or both? One. Okay. It kind of feels like it should have been both. I've just seen some llama wandering across the Highlands. Hello. We've got a dangler. There's a dangler in the kitchen. Or making his way to the kitchen. Sir. Hi. What do you... Ooh, a mini respawn anchor. Heck no. Mini light grey concrete. Mini diamond blocks. No. Mini polished black stone. Nope. Very quotable menu, just not very quotable in this chat. True. Mini grass blocks. Interesting. Oh. When did you start buying those? Also, what's 100% waypoint transmit range? Range? When? Sir, when did you start selling potions of invisibility? I knew you dropped them if you were killed at just the right moment. But I didn't know that you sold them. That must have been one of the add-ons, updates that I wasn't paying attention to. Also known as pretty much any update. So I had to laugh that Mojang have managed to continue their ever-consistent rule of whenever Pixel Riffs is doing something important and or away, they schedule Minecraft Live and make a major announcement. It's hilarious. Wait. 200? Good lord, so it is. Okay. Well, that's not bad. We've made a decent start on the rocky outcropping that actually means that there's a reason for why you have to go around here. Which was definitely something I wanted to actually have in this structure area. And it's very much more cliffish. It also fits with the shaping here and the shaping we have further uphill. Where is it? This lot. So this section doesn't look like much from this side, but it's much more of a rocky outcropping cliff down on this side. And so this is the sort of thing that I'm looking for over there as well. Just sort of carry on the Highlands rocky outcropping region type doohickey. And we'll probably add some of these trees onto that tomorrow, I think. Because that feels like it'll probably be a good thing to add. Right. Well, I guess this means it is time for pretties. It is the time of the pretties, lad. Ooh. Oh, that makes a huge difference to that area. That really does make a difference. It also... Yes. Okay. That must have been one of the more recent updates to him. I like that. That starts bringing in some of the shaping that I wanted around here. And fills in that space nicely. This area, not much change. Not much change. The additional of the resin is nice. Ooh. This area with the actual 121.5. Goodness. I do like that. Those chains look sensible now. And if we head down the ramps, we've got the doorway to M5, complete with Buster 3.14. Oh, definitely glad that I worked out those banners. And we now have M5. Yeah, I'm very glad that this has come together the way it has. I know it was a lot of additional armor stand work that really wasn't on my plans for this bit era at all. Yeah, I need to go through here and make sure that they don't rust too much more. I might actually swap out some of the copper for actual iron, so it looks like it is iron and rusted iron. Yeah, the armor stands were definitely worth it. It was just not on my list of things that I was originally thinking of doing. I've been trying to avoid doing too many armor stands in this world, but having 1 or 2 regions which have quite a few of them, I think will be worth it. And the roof is finally reaching the point where we can actually start considering the gradients on it. Because, of course, I do want to have it with this sort of gradient. How many armor stands placed? I have no clue. You mean in this area? Some. I mean, if you think about it, there's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 19, 22, 24, 25, 27, 28, 30, 31 at least. Oh, in this world? Not a clue. That was the other thing I was going to look at. Statistics, because I was curious about... is it times used for a... How long until this area is renamed Lagville? Not really. It's unlikely to actually be named Lagville because I've been locking all the armor stands, and apparently that actually helps make them not have an impact. Footy, thank you for the scurry as well there. Welcome in. Yeah, let's have a quick look. Stats. So, I'm curious about times crafted for... Okay, so apparently I've crafted 370 armor stands and used 532. That's worrying. That's a bit worrying. I'm a bit worried about 2,400 player heads. That feels cranky. 2,445 grindstones. Oh, Lord. Mini blocks. Yeah. Used is placed, so no issue. Yeah. Where's anvils? Anvils will be right up there. Really? Anvils is lower than... Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Anvils is actually lower than grindstones for number of... I've only crafted 1,800 anvils as opposed to 2,400 grindstones. Grindstones have taken over past anvils. I'm slightly shocked by that, given my tendency to decorate with anvils. Yeah, only. I know, it's an unusually low number for me. Meanwhile, I've... Yikes. I have crafted 27,000 crimson planks. Oh. Yeah, it is the chains in the nether. That was the reason I was looking, because I had a feeling it had surpassed it because of them. I was just a little bit surprised. Also, times mined for netherrack is at 958,000. 958,000 netherrack mined. And that's the by hand count. Which doesn't count all that the boar broke. No, that probably adds at least triple. Missed the Corvus Squire. Yeah, I realised that just as we were having the conversation. Apparently I've mined 44,000 blackstone. I'm curious, how many blackstone brick have I crafted? Oh yeah, only 8,500. Dope. How many times crafted crimson trapdoors? I'm curious. Not as many as it. Only 3,500. So we can add Scott's top trumps to my merch store. No. No, we can't. Oh boy. I've broken 78 stone pickaxes in this world. A 5 diamond pickaxe. Ooh, that hurts. I have broken 5 diamond picks. That's a number that hurts. But at least I don't appear to have broken a netherite anything. Okay. On that note, however, it is... I'm assuming it's early days, Raven, before I got iron. Because I used to... before I got my first iron farm going. Because I'm assuming that I haven't used stone tools in years. However, we have reached that point where I do need to consider wrapping up. Because, to be honest, I need a... we're at that point. It happens. I am thinking a BCW raid sounds like a good idea. I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been an absolutely fantastic evening. We've made progress. We've completed a section of the build. We have actually managed to get the armory completed. We are now into the areas around the armory just to finish off. So, I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will be carrying on with the detailing. Yes. Yeah, we will be carrying on with the stuff, the things, and the bits. I will be back tomorrow. I have lost my train of thought completely. And I can't find Blackclad on my... There they are. So, I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. And I hope to see you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.